All right. I think we're good to go. This is going to be the August week 3 seed from the ALTTPR subreddit. Hopefully everybody's doing well out there. Yeah, last week I ran this one, didn't stream it, just ran it offline. I don't remember the particulars. We finished 7th out of 17 runners, which is not too bad. Still like 20 something minutes behind the winner, but what are you gonna do? Answer, do better this week. So let's give this a whirl here. I think we're good to go. So let's get going. And it's a sword in my own house. And all right, green pendant desert, red crystal eastern. Be faster to do this than to kill him with a sword, and we won't aggro the second guard. Not the best tree pull. Alright, so red crystal eastern, green pendant desert. Beautiful. Alright, let's check out Sank has Bombos. Nothing wrong with that. Early sword is nice. Don't have to worry about combat too much. What we need now is some money. That ain't it. Just a heart container up on Lumberjack Ledge, so we're not worrying about that. Should be enough kills to get the next tier. That's a mirror. We definitely want that. Flips. Okay. We're getting some good items here at the start, even if they aren't immediately useful. Money? Some money. Would kind of like 100 or a 300 or something like that. At least to get the bottle vendor's item. But plenty of checks here in Kakariko Village. 3 bombs is enough to get at least the checks through here done. I might stop and refill at the bomb hut on the bottom left part. Unless we find some more on the way. We could just buy them too now with that. Nice. Lots of good stuff. Lots of good stuff early. down in the well. Get the Fisher-Price shield to go with the Fisher-Price sword. Ether. That's 2 of our medallions. Not sure if we're gonna need either. A vanilla bottle. Yeah, we have enough money. We can buy some bombs. No chicken toss through the wall today. So we've got a couple checks we can do before we go buy bombs. Maybe one of these will have some bombs for us. Oh, we got a red meringue from the sick kid. And a 10-pack of bombs, so no need to buy them. That's pretty cool. Alright, library is Piece of Heart. All set. And we'll check out the race game, see if there's anything good here. Our 3rd bottle. This one with a bee in it. Alright, so let's scout out some of the south checks. And the first use of the mirror today, we can delete these blocks. For 20 roots. Alright, so we can scout the desert ledge and get Ina's item. Another rupee hoard. Probably not going for that, but you never know. Alright. Ice Rod's fine. Saves us from looking for it if we need it. I should go to Back of Escape, too. Do that after this. Sunfry, single rupee. Blech. Alright, so we'll go through this. Maybe we'll check Ice Rod Cave. Get the rupees, might be worth a check into Zora's domain. That's a lamp. That's a bow. That's eastern access. Fully clearable. That's Hera too with that lamp and mirror and glove. Oh, excuse me. Okay. So quickly do back of escape. And then probably head over to Eastern Palace area. Knock that out. If we find the key, we can check Dark Cross, where we know there will be an item. So much easier with that lamp. At least coming this way, for me. Just another 20. Alright, let's go over to Eastern. 6 items and a red crystal over there. So what do we want next? Hammer or hookshot would be nice. Those would be the things I would want at this point. After this, probably makes sense to do Death Mountain stuff. Knock out another crystal. Get another 5-ish checks. Boots. How about those boots? Second item already. So what we want is for this to be the big key coming up. And then the third item to be in the big chest. That would be the ideal scenario. Okay. So we're really hoping the item is here right now. It's not. So now we have a decision. And I'm gonna play it a little bit safe. We're gonna check the big key chest. Which is 50-50 on whether or not there's an item there. But it's early enough that I don't want to chance it and have to come back. I'm sure some people would skip this, because even if it is an item, it's pretty low likelihood that it's a required item. And it's not, so... Also, forgetting you have the boots is a good time. Let's get some Zora money here. Perfect. Getting bodied a little bit here. Alright. Let's see if we can get this quick kill. Looks pretty good. Ooh yeah, oh, we would have got Zora money anyways. Yeah, so I think the mountain play is next. We'll knock out another crystal. Get the save quit point. We can check Bonk Rocks for an additional item. Early boots is always good. That'll save you a decent amount of time over the course of a seed if you can use them properly. Okay, so that was required. So now we're hammer or glove from Dark World. Alright, we gotta go see an old man without a lamp. Bring him home. A little bit of love from the old man. that one hit me. By hit me, I mean I ran right into it. Remember the times I kept forgetting about boots? Alright, so the items up here are kind of junk. But at least we know. And we can get our Dark World Crystal Dungeon information. Alright, Skull Woods is our other 5-6. Mire, Pendant, and Ice Pendant. So that Ice Rod is required that we got in Agina's Cave. So good job getting that out of the way early. I'm sure we would have got it eventually, but... Alright, I guess we're doing this. Early break. Alrighty. Cheers, everyone. So we'll grab the big key down here. There is still one more item in this place. This is not going to be the best fight, but... figure it out. It's a vanilla fight, I guess. No item there. Might actually be pretty good. Dang it. We're falling 2 floors. Forgot I hit the switch in this room. Alright, let's do it again. There we go. And for nothing. Huzzah. So, item on the boss. Just in case he wants to troll. Yep, get away from there, thank you. Alright, and aggro to get the poke. There we go. Easy peasy. The mitts. That's Dark World access. It's exciting. That is exciting. So, no Agaseed today. Let's go check out King's Tomb, and then we'll head into Village of Outcasts. So we can beat thieves. We might leave an item behind without that hammer, though. And we have bottle percent complete. Yeah, let's go check it out. I actually get through with a minimum of hassle. And a compass. So we'll just grab the key from here and then head to the front. So I played my first Enemizer Seed, and I don't know how long last night offline. It's one of the modes where the compass is actually kind of useful. Does that let you know what the boss is for a particular dungeon? In the Enemizer, enemies are shuffled everywhere. Overworld, in dungeons, the bosses are shuffled. Kinda crazy. And the reason I tried one of those seeds is... It's a hammer. Okay. The reason I tried one of those seeds, the Enemizer seeds, is because there is a kind of quick run called the Beer League as you fall to your death. Swear I'm gonna get this. There we go. Eh. But the Beer League is, I think, 6 weeks of races. Oh, I have a berry. Forgot about that. I just picked it up. But 6 weeks of races. It's a team thing. It's 3-person teams. And some of them are co-op, but one of them is Enemizer, which I think is one of the co-op ones. I'd have to double check, but it's gonna be myself. Let's see, Emok, who we've streamed with before, and another veteran of these Reddit seeds, Limp Bagel. The three of us are going to be teaming up in this league that starts, I think, middle of September. So that should be a good time, I hope. Sounds like it'll be fun anyways. But there's all dungeons keys, there's Animizer, open boots is one mode, and there's one more. There's no entrance randomizer in these, or at least in this iteration of it. I'd have to double check what the modes are. I'll pull it up in a little bit. So finding that hammer in Thieves Town in Skullwoods before we came into here to Thieves Town is pretty good. So we've got one item in the front here, which means there's three in the back. Pretty good chance that a hammer is locking an item. No invincibility, so I've got to do this. Alright, not too bad. That was kind of a... That was a minimum of fuss. Alright, what do we got for modes? Pull this up quickly. So it is co-op all dungeons. Co-op all dungeons, possible starting boots, with boots optional. It is all dungeons key sanity, so AD keys. It's co-op Animizer. And it is open boots. So there's two co-op modes and two individual modes. Open boots is whatever. We've done something very similar to that in these seeds. It just one of these seeds you just start with boots. So there's still two items to be found. Rather we don't die. Okay. So again, this is 50-50 whether or not it's an item. It's not. So that Burn-a-Find is possibly going to be useful here. Oh boy. Alright. 2 hearts. Like I said, we have Burna, so that's... We should be able to get through the first phase, maybe 2, without getting hit. Now we just need to stay alive and cheese it. Just like that. Oh, and we get both canes in Thieves Town. We can actually route ourselves down to... We can take care of the full smith chain, route ourselves down to Pipe Cave and then over to Pod. Just knock out a bunch of stuff. So what do we need? We need the hook shot, we need the fire rod. A sword. Need to not dig forever. Alright, let's go get... We can do smith chain. Take our way over to Hype Cave. And then head up into Pod. Survey says awful. Yeah, so potentially 3 from go at 36 minutes. That's not bad. Could be as many as 4 if we need Quake. That's one of them. That actually opens up Swamp as well. Okay. Not there. But still looking pretty good. Let's do this while we're thinking about it. Quick up to Hype Cave to get everything there. Maybe a sword. And then we can go down, take care of Swamp, and then up to Pod. I don't hate the heart. But that was a pretty lackluster Hype Cave. So whether or not we do left side is going to depend on what we get in the first couple of checks. If we don't see a dungeon item, we don't do it at least at first. And if there's one item in left side, I'd say we skip it. That we knew had to be the key. Now they can be whatever, starting with this check. I wouldn't mind getting that heart if I can be quick. Okay, so that's already a dungeon item, and the heart disappeared. Actually puts a notch in the cap of we should probably check left side. Yeah, I know. Grab a couple of hearts down here. Just to stop the beeping. Oh, what a time for a refill. Yeah, we might as well check. Fire Rod is over here, then I feel like I'm in really good shape. Nope, but there were 2 items over here, so we would have had to come back anyways. Most likely would have come back looking for 2. Yeah, no big key yet either, which actually is in favor of not doing this right now. There's a big key, 3 items, and the map, I think. Okay. Huh. That's this one. Alright, so 50-50 whether or not there's an item here on the boss. That actually opens up Skull Woods. It opens up Ice Palace, so we are... Assuming that we don't need Quake, we're in Sword Go mode. At 44 minutes. Which is kind of ridiculous. Epic menu time. Alright, not too bad. Alright, we're not coming back in for that item. Let's set up and go to pod. Or we can just die, whatever. And we'll check Pyramid. Like I said, we're looking for a sword. Wouldn't say no to half magic, mail upgrade. I will say no to 20 rupees though. So this will be Crystal 5. We'll do Skullwoods for Crystal 6 and then head up to TR. And hope we find a sword along the way. So talk about having everything laid out for you. I didn't even go that far out of my way to do anything. So we are gonna full clear. We're looking for a sword. Fine. Okay. This has been a pretty quick seed, all things considered. Yeah, small key, fine. So there's at least one more small key. Alright, so theoretically, this might be 2 items. Best case scenario, sword and big key. How likely is it? Not very. It's a small key, so that's 5 smalls. And the compass, so there's everything in the bag. We still need the big key to progress through this dungeon. reset this room. That. So no big key, doesn't make sense to hammer yum. Get it. We'll just do this first. Alright, so there is a that's all the small keys. Shout out to Blink 182. There's our big key. Whatever. Fire shield. Still 2 more items, 3 more checks. So 50-50 is the item here or on the boss? It is on the boss, fine. All right. Let's go to the basement. So, flute not required. I don't think. Unless we need Quake. Or all 3 swords are in the mire area. There's only, what, 1 item, I think, left in Skull Woods, because we have the hammer there. That was a little close, but we got there. Sword? Sword, please? No. Yeah, there's so many checks up on Death Mountain, too. There's decent chance there's one there. Maybe more than one. Alright, let's go over to Skull Woods. Actually, before we do that, let's quickly... grab some potions and turn in that mushroom just in case. Oh, wait, no, I want the potions. Don't forget about the potions. Okay. So green and 3 blues. Should be good. Now it's off to Skull Woods. And then hopefully up to the mountain for our last trip up there. What are we on? 10 hearts, green mail, fighter sword. Three small keys, so we're good there. Did I make it through? I did. Perfect. Okay. Let's not mess around. Fine. Alright, up to Death Mountain. We have Light World and Dark World to check. And TR to check. So a green and 2 blues. Alright, let's see what we got here. We want to... I should have gone the other way. That's okay. Because we need to see if we need to look for Quake. We also need to see if we can find a sword. Okay, blue mail's gonna help, that's for sure. Okay, silver's also going to help. So that was just a heart container. Alright, so piece 1. Do we need to find Quake? Nope. Open that bad boy up. We'll take a look at that in a minute. We can beat it, so we can get 7 crystals. We just need a second sword. We'll check the rest of the mountain. So nothing there. We got Hookshot Cave. Flute. Hopefully doesn't matter. Also great. Let's go into TR. Crystal number 7. And then it might be worth a peek over to... Might be worth going into GT, see if we can get a sword in there. Alright, so that's an item, that's the shovel. We haven't seen the big key yet either, I don't believe. Yeah, red mail is definitely gonna help. Oh, you've gotta be kidding. Okay, that's our big key. We do not have powder, so I need to be a little bit careful. I think we have to check everything. Okay. Sword for me? Nope. Key for a key. Alright, so... we can beat this dungeon with what we have, it's just not going to be fun. Alright, Mimic Cave. There it is. Perfect time for a refill. Love that. Just want a sword, though. Okay, that's our second item in this dungeon. Three more items to go here. Hoping one of them is a sword. To that one. Oh, I didn't think that was gonna hit me. So there is a small key out there. There's two items. Compass, apparently. And the map. Alright, so there's a small key and items. Not great. That's fine. Oh boy, do not use that. That's stupid. Okay. So this is going to be another menu fight. And, oh. I was too late. Oh boy. Okay. But watch my health. I can take 2 hits before I need to potion. But we don't need it, baby. Alright, item. Give me a sword. Show that nice master sword for me, please. Nope. Alright, so I think I might actually check Spiral Cave and then head back up and go into TR. That's a 12 hearts. Red mail's not too bad. Everything but that sword. Alright, let's hope there's a sword in GT. 'Cause if there's not, we are in some trouble. Yeah, if it's not in GT, we can come out and check Spike Cave, I guess. Not that I want to do that either, but... we have silvers, so... shouldn't be too awful. Alright, so just 50 bucks on the torch. Alright, what do we got here? What do we got? Get out of there. F. Double F. Okay. Where is the big key and where is a sword? Okay. Not there. That's our big key. But we still need a sword. We're hoping there's one here somewhere. We can check this since we have the key. Oh. Not so much. Okay. No swords. Oh, we still have tile room, I guess. Be a very active tile room. Alright, no swords in the bottom of GT. I don't want to take a chance and climb if they don't have it there. Of course. Okay. So we've got a whole bunch of places to check. If there was a sword at the top of GT, then more power to you. But I wasn't going to take that chance. Should go activate that flute too. But we're gonna save and quit out of here anyways, so wouldn't matter too much. Where are those swords? Nope. Alright, let's go activate that flute, I guess. And then down to my area. We haven't touched that yet. "23 checks in the basement of GT, and none of them had a sword. And there's 3 of them out there. Kinda ridiculous, if you ask me. So we left items behind in Skullwoods and Swamp. I have no idea what the... Oh no, the ledge item was money. That's what it was. Can we get in? Yeah, we can get in. Didn't want to see that. All right. If we don't even need it, it's not going to help us. Oh. Go into desert, I guess. Yep. I had a feeling that was a small key. Usually is if the big key's on the torch. Although we haven't checked this item yet, so it might not have been. We were boots locked out of desert. Which is whatever, because the boots were in Eastern pretty early. I think first check in Eastern, so... Man. Hey, there it is. Okay. So we didn't have to go too many checks. Did escape, and then pretty much right over to there, so not too bad. Not too bad. Now we can do the climb proper. We'll get back in at like 125 and a half. Maybe a little less. I want to grab this magic while we're on the way. Okay. So 2 blue potions. That should be fine. That should be enough. If it's not enough, then I'm doing it wrong. We have 3 small keys, so we don't need to worry about that. The stun prize is junk, so we're not going to get parts off of that. You missed. You missed. Alright, I'll take it. Love it. "21 arrows, that's enough." I'll probably check the last 4 chests in here, hoping there's a sword. If there is, I'm going to be a little upset, but what can you do? Alright, no good there. Easy peasy. Okay, so no sword in GT, so we did well to leave and get that second sword, because it wasn't going to be here. And no cape. That could be problematic. That's a double. That's a single, that's 3. That's 4, 2 more. Alright, we got it. We are off to Ganon. Master Sword and Silvers. Alright, let's see if we can do this quickly here. I don't think I'm quite getting double hits. Alright, it's up. that's 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So one more cycle after this should do it. Oh no, alright. That was apparently 12. Actually, I care more about the torch glitch than I do getting that first silver arrow shot. Unless I could get it here. No. Alright, that will do it. It'll be just north of a 133 real time. This uses in-game time to track, so it'll be a little bit less in the 131s most likely, but that's time. I say we could have been about 6 minutes faster if we had had a sword in GT. I wonder where the other 2 swords were. I mean, we left a lot out there. We didn't touch Mire. We didn't touch Ice. We didn't do really any of the flippers checks. There's a lot out there. Alright, let's take a peek. See how everybody's done so far. So looks like there's quite a few in there. So let's see. Wow, 109 from Kirby. Yikes. What a time. Uh, 127. Out there's a 130-21. 137. There's a 141. 128 flat from Limp Bagel. Nicely done. A 140, a 155, a 132, which will probably get in ahead of 121. Yeah, some good times this week. 122. Let's see. There's a 327 from one of the newer runners. And a DNF. So I don't hate this time. It's gonna be so far middle of the pack, but everybody short of Kirby with his 109. I think there was a 121, 122, a couple of them in there. But there's a decent amount of times in like the 127 to 133 range, which is where I'm gonna be. Probably, like I said, around 131. Yeah, I wonder where the other swords were. I wonder if there was one like in the Flippers checks or somewhere, kind of on the way, almost. Yeah, so first sword right away, Link's house. The boots were the first check in Eastern. Flute at 1 hour was in Hookshot Cave. 6 crystals down. And yeah, fighter swords, 7 bosses. Master Sword for 2. Although we did Ice Armos on Fighter Sword too, so should have been 8. Unless that doesn't count as a boss, I guess. But the only thing we did was we did Ganon and we did Aga 2 with Master Sword. Everything else, Fighter Sword. So 131.28, that's not too bad, actually. Alright, so let's see. Somebody found Tempered. Doesn't say where, but somebody found Tempered. Someone was on an ice rod hunt. Still beat me, but... let's see. Master Sword there. Yeah, somebody got Tempered in Desert. I'm just trying to find where any of the swords were. Nobody said anything about where the swords were. Let's see, people found the book. I never found the book. Some people are on an ice rod hunt. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Tell you what, let's go back in. Because now I'm curious as to where those were. Let me just mark down my times. Alright, let's see, let's reset. I'm curious. I'm curious as to where those swords were. Let's do some flippers checks. I wonder how accessible. Because I never checked this either. Oh, that's our book. So that was actually pretty easy to get. We just never scouted it. Yeah, we did so much and never checked any of this stuff. Sword on Hobo. Unbelievable. Yeah, I didn't see anyone say they had gold swords, so I'm guessing that was it. So Hobo had the sword. Unbelievable. Alright, well. What can you do? We still had a decent enough time. Can't complain. Oh well. Considering we did most of the game, including TR on Fighter Sword, I'm pretty happy with this. So, is what it is. I might come back and do something tomorrow. Try one of the Beer League game modes. Some Enemizer, All Dungeons, Key Sanity, something along those lines. As of now, though, I think that's going to be it for me. Just want to see if there's anybody out there that we can raid. See if anyone's doing anything cool. Anybody we know doing anything? Limp Bagel. He's running a cross key seed. Let us do that. So, raid over to the Bagel. Hope everyone has a lovely weekend. Hopefully the weather is as nice for you as it is for me. I will talk to you all later. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. As for now, Limp Bagel's running a cross key seed, so let's go cheer him on. Have a good one.